Welcome to Alto Rendimiento Automotriz, a mechanical workshop that specializes in transforming old gas-fueled cars into electric cars.
Desde hace 10 años hemos iniciado este proyecto y desde entonces hemos convertido más de 2 decenas de automóviles de diferentes tipos eléctricos. También nuestros vehículos ya tienen en circulación, los más antiguos, más de 5 años de trabajo continuo.
Alvaro de la Paz is the engineer behind the car conversion. And then there's Hector.
My name is Hector Ruiz, and I'm a computer scientist.
Hector is responsible for gathering the electrical parts and making sure they work, right?
Yeah, I do the purchasing, the extensive testing of the components. If we have to burn something, I'm the guy. In order to learn how to do an electric car conversion, you don't need any specific degree. It's something very simple. After reading a lot of books and taking training courses, I believe anyone can do it.
Hector and Alvaro learned that converting older cars is both cost-effective and safer for the environment.
Además son de los que tenemos mayores ventajas, porque un auto mientras más antiguo es, menos eficiente, consume más gasolina, contamina más.
By removing all the parts related to fuel combustion, they can install the electrical components to have a fully functional electric car with zero emission.
Si nosotros ya tenemos el motor, que ahora es eléctrico, la computadora controladora de velocidad y las baterías mismas y el cargador de baterías. Estas son los principales elementos y se conectan a través de cables.
This car makes me free. It's like the nirvana of the cars. You are free from gas stations. You are free from the checkup every 6 months. Reusability is something that the general public has to take into account in order to be pollution-free. If we want to have a better world for our children or grandchildren or future generations, we have to be part of the solution. So I believe the best way to start something important for the world at large is to do these kind of projects.
Deep down in the Amazon is a river with water hot enough to kill a human, and it is a historical place for pilgrims, for shamans, and sorcerers. Here's a great big story with the rest of the information.
Imagine a river, hot enough to kill you, said to be the home of a powerful Amazonian water spirit. That place is real, and I've been there. It's the Xanaytinpixca, the boiling river of the Amazon. My name's Andres Russo, and I am a geothermal scientist and conservationist. As a boy in Lima, my grandfather told me this crazy story about the search for the lost city of gold. There was a detail in the story about a river that boiled. I certainly imagined it, but never really dwelled on it. It was just a detail.
It's getting much hotter.
Turns out this place is real. There's the boiling river. This part pretty hot. So the boiling river is located in the heart of the central Peruvian Amazon. The hottest temperature I've measured was over 210 degrees Fahrenheit. To put that into everyday terms, the average coffee is roughly 130 degrees. It's hard to physically imagine that much hot water. You stick your hand in and you will see second and third degree burns in a matter of seconds. I've seen a number of animals fall into the boiling river, everything from birds to reptiles. Complex organisms like us, we don't do well at those high temperatures. We literally start to cook on the bone. Feeling that heat come into you, breathing in this thick, hot air where you can feel the air heating you up inside your nose. You can feel it going into your lungs. You can feel the presence of your lungs because of the heat of the air. It still gives me goosebumps. The true name of the boiling river is Xanaytinpixca, and that means, according to one of the local shamans, boiled with the heat of the sun. It's spectacular. This place has totally redefined what it means to be sacred for me. I think once you've experienced something that's truly moved you, you love it, and you can't let that go.
Now to Wanya with the sports and weather.
Thank you, anchors. Last night, the girls' basketball teams played at rival Fall Creek Valley. The 7th grade girls lost, unfortunately, but the 8th grade girls won 41-29 and remain undefeated. On Tuesday, they will travel to Center Grove to play another undefeated team. The boys' basketball championships that was supposed to be last Saturday is going to be tomorrow. Good luck. Also, all girls interested in playing softball this spring are invited to open gyms at Lawrence Central from 6 to 8 p.m. in the field house. See Ms. Mazzoni with any questions. All students interested in running track this spring are invited to winter conditioning workouts at Lawrence Central from 4 to 5:30 on Mondays, Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays in January. Conditioning and fair will be every day after school. The sports birthday today is Brent Selleck. He is a tight end for the Philadelphia Eagles. Today will be a high of 17 degrees with the low of 16 degrees. Now here's an interview with one of the girls on the basketball team.
Okay, what inspired you to play basketball?
My dad, my mom.
When did you want to start basketball?
4th grade is when I started to love basketball.
Okay. And what do you love about basketball?
It's really like the sport of basketball. It's just something fun to do. It gives you to know people.
Does your team do great with communicating?
Yeah, we do a good job of talking to each other.
Thanks, Wanya.
Come out and support our boys basketball teams in the champion tournament tomorrow.
If you brought in a yearbook order or money for a payment plan, please turn it into an office or Miss Trotter in C110.
7th graders, if you are interested in the 8th grade Washington, D.C. trip that happens at next fall, you must sign up by Thursday.
Don't forget to donate baby items to Girl Power classes for their service project to benefit women and children who are victims of domestic violence. Drop off all donations to Mrs. Fields' class in A Hall.
Why do seagulls live by the sea?
Because if they lived by the bay, they'd be called bagels. Ba-dum-bum.
Did you know it took Leo Tolstoy 6 years to write War and Peace?
The celebrity birthday today is Alicia Keys, who is a famous pop singer.
Now to Mr. Harsha with the rest of your morning announcements.
Have a great day, Bruins.
Good morning, Bruins. A couple quick announcements. First of all, I want to commend our girls basketball team for a great effort last night. I was able to watch the majority of the game. I thought that you played with a lot of heart and a lot of focus, and I was also impressed with your sportsmanship and your character. Also want to give a little shout out to our dance club that performed. I was incredibly impressed with the work that you have done. I want to thank Miss Nowens and Miss Rawls, who have been supervising that group, and all of you that have put in all the hours of work. That was a long routine, and I thought you guys did fantastic. I know you were nervous, but you did a great job out there, and we were really proud of you. I want to, before I get to our positivity passes today, I do want to make a reminder, guys. I've made some announcements about this earlier this semester, but I want to make sure that we don't forget. We have at Belzer now a food pantry that is up and running, and the purpose of that food pantry is to service Belzer students and families who might be going through some tough times or might not have reliable food sources on the weekend. So I just want to remind students, if you are in a position where maybe sometimes at home food is rough to come by, or maybe on the weekends when you don't have breakfast and lunch at school like you do during the week, times get tough over the weekend. I just want you to let us know, and you can be very discreet about it. We're not going to share your name with everybody. We're not going to make a big deal about it, but we do want to see if we can reach out to help you. We want to be able to do that. So reach out to your counselor, reach out to a teacher who can let me know, come see me personally, or check in with Mrs. Patterson, our homeschool advisor, and we'll get you added to our list and try to make sure that we can support you in any way that we can. So just wanted to remind everybody about that. Also want to talk, today is Friday, but next Monday starts our WIDA testing. So for students that don't know what WIDA testing, W-I-D-A, WIDA testing is an assessment that the state of Indiana uses to determine the progress and growth of our ENL students. So our students that did not learn English as their first language, who are currently learning English, will be taking that assessment next week. And I just want all students in the building to know that this is a high stakes testing. This is very serious, very important. I would compare it to the severity of I-STEP test, which I know you're all familiar with over the last few years, but that testing begins on Monday. All students who at any point during the day go through the D hallway, I need you to be mindful that testing for WIDA will be going on in D103. So we are going to be asking some students to reroute their track as they go through some of their class periods to keep that hallway quiet. And then those of you that are utilizing that as you go to art or some of the other classrooms in that hallway, I am going to be asking that you really, really be mindful that students in there are testing and that you keep your voices down. We would appreciate that. Last thing, positivity passes. Guys, keep doing great things. Teachers, please keep recognizing our students. We gave out some Jeans certificates this morning already. So we've got from 8th grade, Ariel McMahon. Please meet me in the cafeteria. And then we also have Gabriella Baldwin, 8th grader. Please meet me in the cafeteria. Mr. Alexander wanted to recommend you for your outstanding and improved attitude. And then in 7th grade, we have Haziel, I'm going to say it's Haziel, might be Hazel, H-A-Z-I-E-L, Diaz from Mrs. Sam's for being respectful to others. Please meet me in the cafeteria. And then Travis Wiley, that's from Miss Ruben Dunst. So Travis Wiley, Haziel Diaz, Gabriella Baldwin, and Ariel McMahon, please meet me right now in the cafeteria to get your prizes. And again, students, all of these tickets that were earned this week will go in the big drawing, which we'll have at the end of the semester. Keep making great choices, and let's make today an awesome, awesome Friday.